Robert Redford was born on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California, into a modest household shaped by both creativity and discipline. His mother, an illustrator, encouraged artistic expression and imagination, while his father, a chemist and lab technician, provided structure and practicality. Growing up in Southern California, Redford absorbed the contrast between everyday working life and the distant glow of Hollywood's promise. At school, he discovered a love for performance and storytelling, participating in drama activities that helped him gain confidence and emotional awareness. Though he initially studied architecture at the University of Colorado, his true passion leaned toward the arts. This realization led him to formal acting training in New York, where mentors recognized his natural presence and thoughtful intensity. These early years formed the foundation of a career built not only on talent, but also on curiosity, discipline, and a lifelong respect for creative expression. Rising stardom and a new kind of leading man. Redford's breakthrough arrived in the late 1960s when he starred opposite Paul Newman in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. His portrayal of the Sundance Kid introduced audiences to a new style of leading man, one who combined charm with quiet introspection. The film became a cultural landmark, and Redford emerged as a symbol of modern American masculinity. Over the next decade, he confirmed his versatility in films such as The Sting, All the President's Men, and Out of Africa, demonstrating emotional depth across genres. What set him apart was not just his screen presence, but his ability to embody characters who felt thoughtful and human rather than heroic in a simple sense. Redford's rise reflected a shift in Hollywood itself, where audiences began seeking complexity instead of glamour alone. His work resonated because it balanced strength with sensitivity and confidence with reflection. The birth of a legendary partnership. The partnership between Robert Redford and Paul Newman became one of cinema's most admired collaborations. Their chemistry on screen felt natural and effortless, rooted in mutual respect rather than competition. Audiences sensed their shared humor and trust, which made their characters believable and enduring. Redford later explained that working with Newman never felt like rivalry, but like creative companionship. Each pushed the other to give better performances while keeping the atmosphere light and generous. Their success together came from listening to one another and understanding the rhythm of shared storytelling. This bond extended beyond the camera into real friendship, creating a rare example of professional collaboration shaped by sincerity. In an industry known for ego and conflict, their relationship stood out as something genuine. The films they made together were not only box office successes, but lasting cultural touchstones built on teamwork and mutual admiration. A vision beyond acting. Redford's influence expanded when he turned his attention to directing and producing. His work behind the camera reflected his interest in stories that explored moral questions, family bonds, and social responsibility. In 1980, he founded the Sundance Institute to support independent filmmakers and give voice to new perspectives. This decision reshaped American cinema by offering opportunities to artists outside the studio system. Through Sundance, Redford helped launch countless careers and encouraged creative freedom. His own directing projects, such as Ordinary People and A River Runs Through It, showed sensitivity and emotional restraint, earning critical praise. Redford believed film should not only entertain but also invite reflection. This philosophy mirrored the values he admired in Paul Newman, whose work in life emphasized purpose and integrity. Together, their legacies represent a balance between success and conscience, proving that artistry and responsibility can coexist. Family life and personal growth. Behind the fame, Redford lived a life marked by deep personal experiences and family bonds. His long marriage and dedication to his children shaped his priorities and grounded him beyond Hollywood. Tragedy and joy both played roles in his personal journey, influencing his view of life and work. Redford often chose privacy over publicity, protecting his family from constant attention. Later in life, he found companionship again, forming a partnership built on shared values and maturity. These personal chapters strengthened his understanding of human emotion, which he carried into his performances and directing. Rather than allowing fame to define him, Redford used life's challenges to develop empathy and perspective. His story reveals a man who balanced public success with private reflection, never losing sight of what truly mattered. Family and creativity remained central themes, shaping the wisdom he later shared about friendship and loyalty. Reflecting on Paul Newman's character. At 89, Redford finally spoke openly about what Paul Newman meant to him. He described Newman as someone who improved every room he entered, not through dominance, but through humility and humor. According to Redford, Newman never allowed fame to distance him from others. He treated colleagues with kindness and believed in giving back to society through charitable work and quiet generosity. Redford admired Newman's ability to remain grounded while achieving enormous success. Their friendship thrived because it was based on trust rather than image. Redford said that Newman's presence made difficult days easier and creative challenges more meaningful. This reflection revealed not just respect for a colleague, but deep affection for a friend who shaped his values. Newman was not simply a co-star, but a guide in how to live with dignity, compassion, and responsibility in an industry that often rewards the opposite. Creative synergy and mutual respect. Redford spoke of their time on set as something rare and effortless. He explained that they shared an unspoken language of performance, allowing scenes to unfold naturally without force. They challenged one another not to compete, but to elevate the story itself. Redford recalled long conversations about character motivations and small improvisations that added depth to their films. These moments created a sense of playfulness and trust that audiences could feel on screen. Their collaboration became a model for what artistic partnership could look like when ego is replaced by respect. Redford emphasized that Newman's encouragement made him a better actor and a better person. Their synergy was not planned, but grew organically from friendship. This balance between professionalism and warmth allowed them to create work that still feels alive decades later, reminding viewers that the best art often comes from shared purpose, rather than individual ambition. A friendship beyond film sets. Beyond movies, Redford described Newman as a brother figure who offered advice and quiet support during difficult times. Their conversations were not limited to acting, but extended to life, family, and values. Newman's steady presence gave Redford reassurance when facing personal or professional uncertainty. This friendship endured through changing careers and different life stages, proving its depth and sincerity. Redford noted that such bonds are rare in Hollywood, where relationships often fade with success or competition. Their connection remained strong because it was rooted in honesty. Redford's memories reveal a friendship that provided comfort, laughter, and mutual understanding. Newman's influence shaped how Redford viewed success, teaching him that character matters more than reputation. This relationship was not defined by public appearances, but by private respect. It showed that even in a world of spotlight and pressure, true companionship can survive and thrive. Legacy of integrity and humanity. Redford believes Paul Newman's greatest legacy was not his fame, but his humanity. Newman showed that success could be measured through kindness, integrity, and service to others. Redford often reflects on how Newman used his influence for charitable causes and never sought praise for it. This lesson left a lasting impression, encouraging Redford to view his own career through a wider lens of purpose. Their shared values shaped the work they created and the lives they lived. Redford's words highlight that Newman's impact extends beyond cinema into the moral example he set. This perspective transforms their story from one of celebrity to one of character. Their partnership stands as proof that greatness is not defined only by awards or popularity, but by how one treats others and uses influence responsibly. Newman's memory continues to guide Redford's outlook, even in his later years.